Okay, 1 o'clock and 5 seconds, and oh my goodness, it's Wednesday at 1 o'clock. Oh my goodness, 15 seconds, and it's time for. Oh yeah, that's right, Brother R.A. The brother has something to say, and let's continue from last week. I think we were discussing what black men think. And let's just continue into that conversation here. Let's see. We ended around here. Let's see what they were saying.
They don't have much of a super ego because they don't have the part of themselves that is a checkmate, that says that really enforces right and wrong and tells them what limits are. They don't have.
Okay, so I got about 10 minutes. Okay, let's just go right back into the show. And we finished that piece from last week. Let's go back a little bit and see what he was saying here.
During slavery, even as families were broken up and separated, there was a higher rate of marriage during slavery than there is in the black community today.
You put into play a sequence of patterns that again take us to a place lower than we ever got to in slavery. And so many of those people we have to accept are lost.
There may be some things against you, but there was much more against your mother and your father, and so on, and your grandma and grandpa than is against you. And that's a misperception in terms of all the opportunity that's out there that's never been out there before.
A young adolescent male without a father, that's about as dangerous a human being as you can find, because morality will not have been they won't have absorbed it.
And so we're talking about morality. We're talking about marriage. I'm looking for the mother of my children at 57 years of age, single, never married, no children, and I'm seeking a partner for my life. And who am I? Do I acknowledge what it means to be melanin dominant or be a black man? What is the impression of a black man? What do black men think? I'm just gonna shut up. I'll let these fellas talk. But just know, I'm seeking the mother of my children. And will I be able to share, black coloring books and acknowledge what it means to be black and have a high standard and have morals? Do black men have morals? What was he getting ready to say? Let me shut up. Go back to this and...
A pastor friend of mine from Long Island said his greatest problem with his young people in church was not illicit sexual affairs or inappropriate behavior as such. It was purposefully failing in school because they did not want to be considered white. But yeah, that goes back to 1966.
When someone says to you, as you're striving to be the best, whether it's in school or on the job, man, you're acting white. You don't even know who you are. You forget where you came from, and you're trying to be better than somebody. You think, wait a minute, why is it that if I'm trying to be my best, I'm not black?
Okay. But the whole thing of what do you think you're white, that starts with afros and Stokely Carmichael. That starts when the whole idea of being black is to rebel against whiteness.
Do you think white people are out here spending all their time, their children spending time protesting and so forth? No.
How many years of of devolvement does it take where people are telling you that you are less than and you're not equal to, for you to say, I'm not going to be like a white guy and get a good education, I'm purposefully going to fail.
Now, let's just interject. I'm not going to be... So, wait a minute. Because BrotherRA.com is producing his own fucking show, does that mean I'm white? Or because I'm dispensing knowledge and information and discussing the issues of what it means to be melanin dominant, or melanin, which means biological living light. I, as a child of the sun, I'm gonna refute educating myself or raising my self-esteem, my self-confidence, and I'm just gonna be a stupid ass dope nigga, yo. I'm dope, yo. Yeah. I'm just putting out issues to cause individuals to think, because it's not illegal yet. What black men think, as a black man seeking the mother of my children, I'm trying to find me a 35 plus, she's still in capable years of having a child. I mean, this is real life. At 57 years of age, it took me this fucking long. You know, I was born in 62. And there was no real straight path on discovering what the fuck it means to be a black man. There's been so much melanin recessive, inbred, mutant, albino value structure system that teaches, oh, learning knowledge and educating is very white, and niggas are stuck on fucking stupid. Are we? Are we, as black thinking men, don't have any morals because our fathers weren't in our lives and we value being a gangster and being dope? Or have we, as melanin dominant males, taken a better view of ourselves? Do we acknowledge? I know I acknowledge I am a divine energy. And I mean, I'm going to come out of the bag on this one. At 108, as we get ready to go into 109, look at how the numbers are drawn. What is the one? I am that one. And a 9 is a circle at the top of the stem. So I have all of this denotative, connotative, and abstract perception of being a 9 or being a sphere at the top of the 1. I am awake. I am consciousness. I'm understanding, oh, well, wait a minute. The ancestors made a square at the base of the pyramid. 4 90-degree angles. A square and a circle both equal 360 degrees. Now, I, as a black thinking man, the one, with the consciousness in my psychological arena, if you will, I'm tapping into all aspects of who I am. Irregardless of melanin recessive, inbred, mutant, albino deficiency in teaching or educating me as a black man. Fuck all your dumb shit. I'm looking within me. Thank you, Master Heej. Almost 77, 78-year-old black man teaching me meditation and movement. As I do the and understanding my body and developing my chi, developing all aspects of me in movement, in motion, timing, within my divine spirituality as a thinking individual, reaching all aspects of my divinity within myself, regardless of the various levels of self-hate and detrimental things that were shared with me. I've taken all that there is and evolved myself. Now, as a black man seeking the mother of my children, are there women out there capable of viewing me, a black man, as a divine, balanced energy? Is she capable of acknowledging I'm tapping into myself? Has she acknowledged that she is tapped into herself? Yes, I'm looking for a black woman who acknowledges her own divinity and not serving a Jesus fucking Christ or a God, but acknowledges that she is a goddess, as I am God. Oh no, you can't say that! That's belligerent! How can you see yourself as God? You're an ignoramus! No, I'm one that's scattering ignorance. I'm sharing knowledge and delving deep within. Are there others out there capable of tapping in to oneself? With a higher level of relaxation, self-esteem, self-confidence, regardless of Western man or white man or inbred mutant albino value structure. But you as melanin dominant, biological living light, are you capable of seeing the greatness of who you fucking really are, dumbass? Oh no, you shouldn't use such language. Why? The connotations are exactly what I need to share with ignorant people. Oh, you're so worried about the words being used. What value are you dealing in? I'm talking about your individual divinity. Are you an individual that's inwardly divided, or have you logged your individual into one? The configurations and the drawings of the letters of, okay, it's 2019, May 1st. Oh God, 5-1. Have you as one tapped into all developmental aspects of your psyche, of your mental structure? I made reference to what? The definition level or the denotative level, the connotative or the connotations of the words, the abstract. Are there only 3 levels? Are there 5 levels? Are there 10 levels? How much of your humanity, you with Hue, H-U-E, you with color, you with melanin dominance, specifically male, do you delve into your own balance? Are you light as a feather? Or are you angry? Are you wound up in a tizzy, in a knot? Oh my God, no. No. Do you just stay fucked up? Or do you use the elements in life, in culture? Do you tap in? Do you build up your one? All right, I'll leave that alone. Let's go back to what black men think, and let's listen to what these suit and tie motherfuckers are talking about, since they're the ones that tied a noose around their own fucking neck. No noose around this neck. I'll perpetrate. I can't even say. I don't wish to desire another noose around my neck. Does that make sense? I, as a black thinking man, choose not to string myself up. I wish to be the ankh, be the loop, all consciousness at the top of my stem. All of who I am is the one, the ankh. And I'm still seeking that mate, because I need her to give birth to my child. Male and female, yin and yang, there's a balance. I'm just sharing consciousness and thought. Maybe I'm above and beyond. Maybe I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But here, let's go back to this and you contemplate all of that.
In technical psychological terms, it means they don't have much of a super ego. It means they don't have the part of themselves that is a checkmate, that says, that really enforces right and wrong and tells them what limits are. They don't have.
The best way to defeat the negative is to accentuate the positive. Which is to say this, we have to reverse not only our thinking, but we have to, in our perceptions, but we have to reverse the way we verbalize our thinking and our perceptions.
Right. I'm trying to get people to understand that our habits are so dangerous that we are literally killing ourselves. The most dangerous man to the black community is the black man himself.
For example, we have so many excellent role models among men, women, and young people, black. We need to keep enforcing, we need to keep bolstering, we need to keep talking about those excellence, those models of excellence out there, and especially with other young people, the next generation that's coming along.
Well, I think that one of the things that troubles me most is this issue of what's it mean to be a black man in America, to be authentically black.
So we need to keep talking about and spotlighting them in our conversations, in our media, in our families. Everywhere we need the spotlight. And yeah, the negative is always going to be there, but we need to do that first of all. The second thing, that's on the ground. The second thing is leadership has to take the lead and be real leaders and always spotlighting and promoting the positive and accentuating the positive among us.
And to my mind, it creates so much tension for us because I think we all have a sense of wanting to be true in this generation to the struggles of people who came before us and who achieved so much in way of breakthrough and ending legal segregation in America, opening doors of opportunity.
The third thing is we need to always have organizations and individuals that challenge stereotypes all the time in the media. I've always been an advocate of that, calling them out every time. The fourth thing is internal cleansing that we have to have. Namely, when we see wrongdoing, we have to break the code of silence and not be afraid to challenge those individuals to be a better and responsible parent and caregiver and not a hypocrite.
Look at how Bill Cosby was loved and just beloved and adored, thank you, adored until he spoke truth about the condition and the state of the black community.
And so you have somebody like Cosby who comes around and says, hey, we've got to ask a lot more of ourselves.
So when Bill Cosby comes out and starts saying, you know, you are the problem, mom and dad. You know, pull your pants up. Stop this crazy, stuff. Stop calling each other the N-word. Stop, boom, boom, boom.
Bill Cosby broke it down and started saying some very serious things. He said, there are people today who are not taking advantage of doors that have been opened.
When he started pushing back on popular culture and popular perceptions of the black male, for example, or black people generally, he shouldn't say that. We don't need to air out dirty laundry. Well, we need to understand we have dirty laundry to begin with. We turn a blind eye to the dirty laundry in the corner.
Right. Once we acknowledge that the problems that we face as black people, once we acknowledge that those issues begin with us, then we can also begin to acknowledge that they can end with us. We will not ever do away with racism. We will never do away with classism or regionalism or all the other isms. But what we can do is teach our children through our own actions. We can use the power and promise of our organizations, of our churches, because the black community has survived great tragedy. The most disgusting and vile human condition ever known in all humanity was the American slave trade. And there was more than one response to the slave trade. And that response that I respond to is the one that built the black Greek-letter organizations, the one that built the black colleges, the one that built the black communities, the one that built the black institutions. Those slaves said, like the survivors of the Holocaust said, never again, never again, never again.
So that's it. What black men think. Part 1. Why'd I do it? Because it had to be done. See, this movie wasn't made to say that black men don't have some challenges. We do have some problems. I'm saying the picture's not as bleak as some would have you believe. And those that would have you believe the worst in us are profited from. And the time has come for us to regain what we were. So we have to get back to who we were by knowing who we are and maybe hopefully we can reconnect with one another. Go find each
You awake yet? Are you dealing? Are you seeing any light? Are you aware? Are you cognizant? Are you dealing with yourself? Are you really watching the show? Are you tuned in? Are you... Wow, that's a good point. Are you looking at yourself? You, black or white. You, if you happen to be so lucky to catch Brother R.A. on the air, are you dealing with divided self? Have you put yourself as one? Developing, evolving, growing, going deep within. Having self-esteem, self-confidence, awareness, thoughtfulness. That's the reason why BrotherRA.com exists. That's why I'm alive. Ministers, what is the value of believing in an energy outside of yourself? Oh yes, you need to believe in God. Do you? Or are you capable? Are you comfortable? Are you confident? You have enough self-esteem to look yourself in the face and say, oh, I can actually see divinity within me. Are you able to comprehend such a concept? To say, wow, maybe I do have a responsibility to wake myself up. They made reference to the N-word and blah, blah, blah. It's like, and this was done in 2004, I do believe. 2004, it came out, it was actually, it says 2007 here. It's 2019 now. Where are we as black men in 2019 in societal structure? Where are our values? Who are we? As I continue to practice meditation and movement I'm delving deeper and deeper in who I am. Motion with my spine plumb erect, my knees bent, and I do believe that the 108 different postures in the Tai Chi 20-minute dance, each posture is some type of spiritual, magnificent, even though it's in the physical arena, but where is your mind? Where is your thought? In your movement, in your motion? How are you thinking about your body? Are you acknowledging the relationship between your pelvis, your hip, and your legs, your upper body? Is there something that you can do with yourself in your thoughts? Is there something opening in your consciousness, your conscientiousness, your awareness of who you are as one, as an individual, as divine energy? Do you understand the balance within your divinity? Is there a right and a wrong? A left and a right? Is there a balance? Is there something significant above and beyond what you've been shown, shared, or taught? You, specifically black motherfuckers, been listening to the inbred mutant albino and the hard calcified pineal gland value structure system. Yes, I'm using the English language because I was conquered by English. Inbred mutant albino. But I, as a thinking motherfucker, I, as a black man, do I take time for myself? Or do I constantly jump through masses hoops and value structure and value system? Value all types of things outside of myself as opposed to valuing my own creative thought process of understanding my fucking magnificence. Do I need confidence? Do I need that to be piped into my ear from somewhere else? Oh, R.A., believe in yourself. R.A., black man, believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Believe in your... Or is it something that's within you innately and you can feel rested, peace, and calm? Tapping into your own divinity, your own spirit, your own spirituality. Oh no, you can't do that. Why can't I? Who am I? Am I going to allow myself to be stamped like meat? Yes, you are U.S., United States, grade A approved, USDA, an appropriate thinking nigga. You're a good boy. Yes, you got a BS. Bullshit. You got a BA, a big ass, for a head. Will we allow ourselves to wake up? Will we continue to delve deep enough into our significance? I mean, this is the quote-unquote intellectual mecca of the world. Oh yes, Harvard and MIT. Am I supposed to value that pieces of shit's value structure system? Oh yes, that's where... Why? Y'all raped and robbed a melanin-dominant continent called after a white boy, Africa, brought those black people over here, revalued who we are, and now I'm not playing this game no more. I'm not fucking with you dumbasses, dealing with your stupid shit. No, I'm not greater than you, but I'm not devaluing myself like you. I definitely value who the fuck I am. Is that wrong? Oh, how can you value yourself? You got 2 teeth missing. Yeah, because you motherfuckers ended up giving me seizures and I landed on my face twice riding my bike after totaling 4 cars. And what was the show that got me kicked off of MIT radio? Oh, that's right. I was dealing with mind control, transformation of America, the true life story of a CIA mind-controlled slave, Kathy O'Brien and Mark Phillips. I was interviewing them, and shortly thereafter, Steven Pinker, How the Mind or Brain Works, whatever his book title shit is, heard my show and called the president of MIT, and the president of MIT and sent me a letter. Oh, brother R.A., can you no longer volunteer for MIT WMBR 88.1 FM radio? We don't wish for you to reveal such knowledge and information. He didn't say that, but that was the essence that I got. I'm delving deep enough into, wait a minute, MIT dealing with mind control. What do you value? Oh no, you need to value a Jesus. You need to believe in God. Yes, bow down and worship energies outside of you. Don't look within yourself and see the greatness of who you are. No, 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 no. Don't see yourself as one and pull all the shit together. No, 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 no. We need you to stay fragmented, augmented, autistic. Didn't I just show that on the Brother R.A. flag from 7 seconds last week? The man gonna shoot the brother and he could barely hold. But that melanin recessive inbred mutant albino with a calcified pineal gland man, these are the individuals in the positions of power. White boys, presidents. Yeah, well, your name might be President Trump, but I'm not Trump, bitch. Fuck white motherfucking value system. I'm a black man trying to put some shit out here. Think it's not illegal yet, or is it? Is thinking illegal? You can't put your own thoughts together? No, you got to value a God. You need to value a Jesus. You need to value BS, a BA. You need to value go K through 8, 8 through 12, 12, oh yes, 4 years of college, get you a master's degree, yes, and jump through these hoops. But no, don't look at yourself in the mirror and say, oh, well, wait a minute, I didn't have to be that miseducated to be able to look within myself. All I have to do is go to the mirror and look. I'm great. I'm wonderful. Accept who I am. Do you? Do you accept who the fuck you really are and what your life is about? Do you accept that you have the ability to raise your self-esteem and self-confidence and believe in what you think matters? Mind over matter. And so, as I'm seeking a mother of my children, I would like for her to be melanin dominant, but my clock is running out. I'm 57 years old. I need to find somebody who's willing to prepare her body for conception. I don't wish to have an oops baby. Oops, I accidentally got you pregnant. I didn't mean to do that. No, I wish, as a black thinking man, what this black motherfucker thinks, as Brother R.A., no, I don't give a fuck about verbiage and words. I'm talking about a divine concept. I'm putting out energies of the essence of who I am as a thinking individual who happens to be melanin dominant. And I understand melanin means biological living light. And I wish to father my children. And I wish for my partner, the female version or aspect of me, I wish for her to be on the same page and be able to comprehend the thoughts that I'm sharing through the language and the means and mediation or whatever, however you wish to call this type of give and take, communication. Not on just the words out of my mouth, but the energies that I ooze. find the mother of my children, we can prepare our bodies for conception and shop for positive images of coloring books. When I look in the mirror, trip to the hospital. Africa is not a country, it's a continent. When I look in the mirror, Afro Betts, first book about Africa. Talk. The princess who lost her hair. Because you're lucky. I mean, information that's out there. Ancient Egypt and the pharaohs. The meaning, the significance of what it means to be melanin dominant. I, as a black thinking man, looking 7 to 10 generations down the line, looking to father a child with a woman who's cognizant and conscientious and aware and not stuck in white man's value systems, but acknowledges her divinity as a black woman. W-O-M-B, woman. She has the vault, the womb, to be able to carry a life in her for 9 months and then give birth. That's a value. And then raise a child to think valuable about themselves and not necessarily value what the melanin recessive inbred mutant albino with a calcified pineal gland, meaning they have less ability to tap into their spirituality because their first eye is calcified or hardened. That's okay. But I need more individuals out here to acknowledge, wait a minute, liquid pineal gland versus calcified pineal gland, and what's the value? What's it mean to be spiritual? What am I talking about when I talk about Tai Chi or meditation in movement? Let's pull out my glasses. Hopefully I got them with me. I'm going to read some Tao now. The last 10 minutes. I'm just going to let my chi take me to wherever I need to be reading. Let's see. Judgment. 136. Judgment. The accused stands helpless before the judge. Pen is poised to determine right from wrong. In one arbitrary stroke, life is suddenly decided. Do judges have Tao? Dispassionate to the point of cruelty, making distinctions on the basis of arbitrary rules, can be a part of a humanistic view of Tao. Oops, that's not a statement, that's a question. Let me read that again. Dispassionate to the point of cruelty, making distinctions on the basis of arbitrary rules, can they be part of a humanistic view of Tao? The answer depends on the context. If you are speaking of the Tao of nature-loving hermits, the answer is no. No one has the right to pass judgment on another. If you are speaking of society, however, those who follow Tao accept the necessity I want to make sure I get that. Accept the necessity of set rules. These laws are the Tao of the society. Once you are in the world of people and away from the world of nature, you are immersed in dualistic distinctions. Then concepts such as righteousness and mercy have meaning. Judgment is the process of comparing ideas in order to find agreement or disagreement with the Tao of society. The facts must be thoroughly examined. Judges must clearly and wisely apply distinctions. That which agrees is the truth. In the same way, we are all compelled to examine the ongoing circumstances of our lives. That is part of the responsibility of being human. Embracing Tao will not exempt you from the need to render judgments and make decisions. We are both the ultimate judge and the accused. When your final day comes, you yourself must be the examiner. Did you do well? Or did you squander your precious existence? You must decide. Damn, that's some holy shit. I picked that shit out. Mike Chi led me to that. Damn. I get 3 minutes left. Let's see. Page 137. Vulnerabilities. A warrior takes every person as an adversary. He sees all their vulnerable points and trains to eliminate his own. A sage has no vulnerable points. A warrior takes everyone as a potential adversary. He assesses each person that he meets for their strengths and weaknesses, and he places himself strategically. No confrontation is ever a surprise. protection, competition, honor, and righteousness are his principles. He is the weapon. Therefore, a warrior trains his body and mind to perfection. He knows that the average person has hundreds of points where death can enter. For himself, he seeks to eliminate as many of his own vulnerabilities as possible. In combat, he defends 1 or 2 points, and the rest of his attention is devoted to strategy and offense. Yet no warrior can eliminate all vulnerable points. Even for a champion, there is always at least one. Only the way of the sage eliminates all weaknesses. It is said that the sage has no points for death to enter. This makes the sage, who is perfect in Tao, superior to the warrior, who is merely skilled in Tao. The warrior accepts death, but does not go beyond it. The sage goes beyond concepts of protection, competition, honor, and righteousness, and has no fear of death. The sage knows that nothing dies, that life